Hello, somewhere in the middle of the beach between Side and Manavgat on the Mediterranean Sea. I was running 5 kilometers from central Side along the beach to get here, as this is my channel, Beach Adventures with Kris. And I am exploring different beaches around the world. And now I'm in Turkey, and it's not my first time in Turkey, as I have been many times before. Last time I was here was 3 years ago in Alanya, that's in that direction, around 1 hour of drive extra to get there. It was a nice place, and back then I didn't have my channel, so I didn't make any beach adventures there, so maybe I need to go back to Alanya. But yes, I'm now here at this beach spot in the resort area, or I don't know what this is, but there are sunbeds as I walk by, and even some water activities as well. I have stopped exactly when I made 5 kilometers, and it was perfect because nobody is on this part of the beach. As you can see, it is sandy and no lifeguard on duty, and it's gonna be a nice quick refreshment before I run back. It has been quite a long time since I have been running, so maybe I need to continue to run more, or maybe start competing again in athletics, as I'm gonna be turning 35 this August, and I can actually compete in the championships for veterans, as when you get 35 you are old and you are a veteran, and there are obviously different categories: 35, 40, in increments of 5 up until 100 plus as such. It's gonna be nice, right? So let's go and enjoy a nice swim here in the Mediterranean Sea. I have now the water just for myself, but this part of Side, it's the east beach, and further it's not so crowded as the west side where most of the hotels are. And here we have actually pebbles, smaller rocks in the water, unlike the sand, which was from where I'm coming, at the beautiful beach next to the ancient ruins. And I see lots of fish here, so we're gonna explore some fish here today, as there are obviously fish in the sea. But yes, I didn't mention, it is 12th of June, day 6 of my vacation. Currently it is 6:10 p.m. and it's gonna have 2 more hours of sunlight, but I'm gonna be back to my spot where my mother is keeping my stuff, as I'm traveling with her right now, and we are enjoying our time here. So, and it was a very cheap trip, this one. It cost for 7 nights in a room for one person, because we have 2 rooms with my mom, 2 separate rooms. So for one room plus the charter flight back and forth and the luggage, big luggage, for one person it's 115 US dollars, 115 USD, which is a bargain. So yeah, it was so nice to get this price and to enjoy at the beginning of June in Turkey. This is the cheapest vacation that I've been on. That is a charter actually. So, and I'm really enjoying it as such. And I wasn't filming that much, to be fair, on this trip, but I also need some time of vacation for myself. So, all right, let's then explore the waters of the Mediterranean Sea here at this unknown beach for now. I might look at it at the Google Maps, but it's part of some of the hotels. And I just call it Manavgat Beach because it's closer to Manavgat than it is to Side. Let's go. Amazing. Amazing when I do this type of deep dives. Deep dive reminds me of a work term when we do deep dive into some topic and deep analysis of any of complex engineering stuff. So yeah, enjoying in the Mediterranean Sea on this sunny 12th of June. To be fair, I haven't seen any cloud in sight in these 6 days, and I'm leaving in 2 days, so let's see if I'm gonna see. I see something that looks like a cloud, but I won't define it as a cloud. It has been 100% sunny since I have arrived. Sunny and hot. If you want that type of weather, then Turkey is the country for you. A bit cheaper than Greece, I would say. Maybe the accommodation, flights maybe, but the food is almost the same, I think, as in Greece, depending on what you want to eat. In restaurants, I think it's the same prices. In supermarkets, it's a bit cheaper in Turkey than in Greece. So yeah, with this wonderful view of my legs looking towards the beach, and I realized that I have now 5 kilometers to run, but after my swim it's gonna be a lot better indeed. So yeah, day 6, I have only one full day left, that is tomorrow, and on Saturday my flight is at 1:20 p.m. but I will try to do some sunrise beach adventure. To be fair, I have been lazy these first 6 days, and maybe tomorrow also. I was getting up at 10:30 and then going in for a pool swim, having breakfast, and I was actually getting out of the hotel, which is Begonville, quite late, around 2 p.m. and by the time I get to the beach, it's already, the sun is not so dangerous, which is also good, as I have been exposed to lots of sun recently. To be fair, the sun in Sweden is not that dangerous compared to this one over here. Alright, cool, enough babbling. Greetings from Side, Manavgat, Turkey, Antalya. Antalya is also the airport where I have arrived. And see you soon again with another beach adventure on my channel, Beach Adventures with Kris!